Hello everyone, and welcome to my first ever review. This is DogOnWheelz bringing you Ori and the Blind Forest. Now, I was initially attracted to this game by the amazing artwork and also the soundtrack. It is a touching story about a being that gets disconnected from the spirit tree and in the end has to restore balance to the forest. And as you can see, you are instantly hoovered up by the amazing feeling and atmosphere that this game has to offer. So just a little bit on the story then, and then we'll get into the gameplay. Ori, the creature that you are, gets found by a different creature called Naru, who adopts you as his own, until one night where the spirit tree calls out to Ori to return to him to restore balance to the forest. Obviously Naru doesn't want to see him go, so he keeps him. When he doesn't return, all life decays and there is no food left. Don't cry, don't cry. I'm not gonna cry. No, I'm not gonna cry. Okay, no more emotion, now onto the gameplay. The first thing I noticed about this game is how good it feels to play as Ori. He is very agile and very acrobatic. His movements feel very crisp, making it so fun just to leap around. As you progress through the game, you unlock new abilities, new ways of leaping on and off things, each one being unique and needed to progress through the game. Now, as you progress through the game, the story gets told to you by a spirit that follows you, called Scene, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and the epic voice in the sky, which is easy to presume. It is indeed the spirit tree. It's a very trial and error game, trying to find energy for save points along the way. I found that if I tried to rush things, I would make loads of illogical errors, making it very frustrating, especially when I haven't saved in ages. But the more I took my time and was more precise about my movements with more adequate timing and discipline, the game was a lot more fluent. The intense soundtrack helps captivate the intenseness of some of the levels, one of which I will show you at the end to give you a general idea of what I'm talking about. But if you want to uphold the surprise for yourself, just stop the video after I give the rating at the end. You'll find yourself a lot of the time in dark and very bleak places with either corrupt life and disease. The attractive scenery leaves me just wanting to explore more and more of the dark caverns and several secrets that are scattered around the map. If there was any criticism I could give this game, I feel that it was a tad confusing at times, having to go back to various places once you had learnt a new ability to be able to progress. Felt it was a bit back and forth and sometimes just wandering around not knowing where I was going, only to accidentally go the right way. And even though that may be the case, I didn't feel that it took anything away from the game, as most of the time I was very happy just to wander around, leaping on and off things, killing enemies in my path and getting sidetracked and finding the secrets that lie within the world. The game has a lot of replayable factor to it, such as speedruns and no death runs, and has a lot of achievements to unlock and various secrets to uncover throughout the world as you progress. And overall, it's really just quite addictive. I would say it's a must-buy, must-try for anyone that likes side-scrollers or anyone that likes games with great artwork. I feel the idea of the game is pretty simple, yet there is so much effort that has gone into it to make it look and feel amazing as you progress through the game. I feel everywhere feels very new and fresh, just leaving me wanting to play more and more and more. You certainly get your dose of fresh and interesting enemies as you're going around, including mini bosses that feel very intense and rather satisfying. And as you progress through the game, the landscape just keeps getting more and more beautiful and colourful, and on the whole, I pretty much bum this game. It is so good, and in the words of Danny Dyer, it is proper fucking naughty. The puzzles introduce new physics as you progress, which keeps you on your toes and will keep you playing for hours. And that basically sums up my review. It's time for the Mega Rating from the Sky. And I'll just leave you with a couple of scenes from the game. Thanks for watching, got more content coming soon.